What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Two and a Half Brothers. My name is Alex. I'm with my brother Jake and our cousin Evan, and today we got some more Ren, baby. And thank you, Ian. This is Money Game Part 1, 2, and 3. We're just gonna go through them in order. I'm super pumped for this, dude. Fuck.
So, Ian sent just for Part 3.
Okay.
And then I was reading through the comments, and everybody's like, "You need to do 1, 2, and 3." Then the next day, Ian sent another donation. It's like, you know what? I was reading through the comments. You need to add 1 and 2 on there. So that he donated for 3 and then 1 and 2. So we're busting them all out.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's the way you got to do it. Otherwise, I think we would have gotten some flack for just jumping to the last one.
Yeah, be interesting.
Yeah, and then going back and doing 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I wonder how. I mean, with like the tale of Jenny and Screech, like there was, you know, they all like went together really well, but like you didn't really understand how they went together until like the last part. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you're like, oh. So I wonder how these are gonna come together. You know,
dude, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and we were talking about the thumbnail for Part 3 almost looks like High Ren. It's almost like a very similar setting. So
yeah, and he also wrote in the comment that he sent me, he's like, he was just like kind of laughing. He's like, the mind fuck these videos are gonna give to Jake, and he just wrote LOL. You know what I mean? So he was specifically thinking of you, Jake, when it came to these, being like, this is gonna, you know,
yeah,
it's gonna be something for him.
Right,
so
man.
I think we get into these. We got 3 of them.
Let it
maybe
rip.
limited pauses between. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We say that a lot. It doesn't happen, but you know,
we're gonna be rambling.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But before we do, if you want to support the channel just like Ian, the best way to do that is just hit that subscribe button. It takes you like 1 second. Scroll down there, smash the like button while you're at it, and just throw a little comment down there. That helps us out a ton. And let's get back into it.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chain to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game.
Sorry, I have to pause, dude. This is fucking sweet. I know it's only a minute in, but fuck. Like, this is such... we have to talk about the fucking setup real quick. And even the lyrics, like, the money game concept, I don't know, like, what quite that's all about, but, dude, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's going from, like, you know, like, he had, like, some talks about, like, big government in there a little bit, you know? So
I think
maybe
that's
it's
exactly
like a trickle
what.
effect.
Yeah. It's gonna be that. Money. So
yeah.
Dude, and then when they just like it was like him singing and then the guitar going off, and then you're like, all right, hell yeah, and then it's like not him playing, and it's some dude tied up in a fucking chair. It's fucking sweet. Like what the hell? That was fucking dope. It's such a cool video concept. So, all right, I'm gonna pull it back.
They always are, man. They always are.
Let's keep letting it roll.
Yeah.
Twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves We're all part of this old money game. Stop. This old money game. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder that's savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant. Cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat, yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right, in the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. This old money game.
Okay,
Jesus.
God
I'll
damn,
go.
that was
I'll go
intense.
first.
Do it.
I have a quick. Mine's quick. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, in my mind, like the best way for me to summarize the lyrics, it was like halfway through. I'm like, without me having to ramble, and then he says hypocrisy, and that was the word I was looking for. That sums up. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? The song. That's what it is. You know, the one take runs. They're insane when the microphones in his jacket, and it's just kind of like you just like the crazy kind of reverb going through the headphones. You know, just the whole thing was just insanely creative. And I'll let you guys take it away now.
Jacob,
go for it, Alex.
Oh,
dude,
I was.
Oh my, dude, yeah, dude. I'm like speechless, honestly.
Me too.
Like he's spitting some hard facts about, you know, immigration and like how big government is really like like throwing like so much shade towards other people, but it is very like I forgot the word.
Hypocrisy.
Damn it, dude.
Hypocritical.
Yeah, hypocritical. Thank you. I was trying to figure out how to make hypocrite like into hypocritical. Couldn't do it, dude. My brain was like not working.
Still fried.
Yeah. And like the fact that it's like a hostage situation almost. And I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. That video took my mind to a lot of places, and I cannot put words out to describe what I just witnessed and heard, dude.
Ian tried to tell you. You know what I mean? It put you to a hell of a mind fuck.
It absolutely did.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, I honestly just really like that song, like musically. That whole video, like the guitar was sick. The melody, like the chorus that he was singing, with his voice was really awesome with that like natural acoustics in there, wherever the hell that was, you know.
Yeah.
And dude, it was just so freaking. And then he's like drawing on him. It's so intense, dude. You're like, what the hell is going on, dude? I thought he was cutting him too.
Yeah.
That he's gonna burn him alive, like all this shit. And it's like, dude, that was wild. So.
It was kind of like interesting that he's like about to pour gas on this dude, but he holds up the guitar, and it's like the music is what, in that, like he's kind of talking about like the hypocrisy of like freedom of speech and how you can like just use it as like a way to get away with like all these different, you know, types of bigotry and stuff. And so he holds up the guitar, and it stops him, the man, from lighting him on fire and like striking him down basically. And then he in turn goes to light himself on fire. So it's like saying that like he's using this medium of music to be able to make this, you know, these statements in his freedom of speech that the government can't stop him from doing, essentially. That's what I was kind of.
Yeah, dude. I think you hit the nail right on the head with that. That's a great way of like, I really think that, 100% that's what he was putting down. And like, kind of, that makes more sense. I feel like that's what he's trying to portray right there, where it's like, you're kind of trapped, but yet you have this like one outlet to kind of speak and, or whatever. And yet.
And like, he kept getting it to stop. He was like stopping the guitar, you know, he was like grabbing the neck, took it away from him, gave it back to him, you know, and it's just like, there was a lot of symbolism in that for sure.
So much. I think that leads us to part 2, right?
Yeah, this one's just the official lyric video. So interesting. This one didn't have like an official music video.
Yeah. But I have a feeling it's going to start right when I full screen it. So let's see what happens here real quick. Yep, there we go. Okay, pull it back. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Strange time we're living in, panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we you're to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Real quick, I just want to pause because this is sick hearing the whole like studio recording of the music, and it really has that like I knew it had like that reggae kind of vibe to it when he was singing it, you know, like when he could really get it in his voice, and then it's like cool to see that like the bass and the guitar, like the steel like electric steel guitar kind of in there, you know. It's like it sounds fucking clean.
Dude, it does sound very clean. And dude, I do love the lyric videos for Ren because he does say so much shit.
It's so much easier to take in.
So easy to take in, like everything he's saying, and the imagery too. It's not just the lyrics. The imagery behind it is really sending like the powerful message that he's trying to portray.
100%.
And it does have like little snippets of his the part one too.
No, 100%. Really cool, yeah, it's definitely tied in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think this one just follows more money. You know, money drives the world, you know, drives society, drives, you know.
Yeah,
100%.
The corruption and everything that's going on.
It's almost like he's saying, like, ruling the people and, like, ruling people is about a money game, you know, kind of in a way, instead of, like, about the people themselves is what it comes down to a lot of the time, so.
Yeah, it is greed at its heart, you know. That he's like portraying is like fucking everything up.
100%. All right, I pulled it back a good amount. Let's get back into the video.
It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. Money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step one, you must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10, the world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Dude, oh shit, I'll just let it go. Hang on, sorry.
Yeah.
So money game. This old money game. This old.
Damn.
Dude,
That one was really good.
that was
Really good.
super good, man. And him just turning the nursery rhyme into like economics
Yeah.
was
How to
fucking
corner the market,
wild,
dude,
dude.
with just a few
Corner the
steps.
market,
That's
dude.
all you gotta fucking do, dude. If you Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It was
That
good.
was
Yo, I
wild.
loved how he did it. Yeah.
And
I
then
I love.
yep.
Well, I was gonna say I loved his like how he equates it to like making them as rare as a diamond because in reality, diamonds are not a rare gem at all. They're actually incredibly common, but just through like convincing people that they are rare is what makes them so expensive. Like emeralds and rubies are much harder to find than diamonds are, but because we have made them this like prestigious rare gem, people think they are. But it's not. It's like gold, dude. Gold really has no point or place except for like electronics, but because it's shiny, we put this high value on it, but it's really not. It has no actual
Well, it
like.
doesn't undergo a lot of the, natural
Yeah,
oxidations that other metals do, so it's used for jewelry.
exactly.
But I do agree, dude. You make some great points, and I was gonna pause there at the end too because you had that line where it's like, take the mirror, put it in your face because you're playing it too, basically. Like everyone is like saying like, yeah, it's shit. Like everyone's greedy, but then it's like, all right, but let's turn the mirror and look at yourself and see like,
Yeah.
you're part of this too? Like everyone is like it's almost like he's saying like, but if you were in their shoes, you would do the same thing, because like we're all
Yeah.
greedy, basically.
Yeah.
And I like how the lyrics they kind of resonate with like a capitalist society, but he's also showing imagery of like communist and fascist governments as well. And it's like, dude, it's not just capitalism that causes this. Like that is where, communism and fascism, all this stuff, it's all part of the same game. It just has a different name to it,
Well put. Well said.
There you
Damn,
go,
does that
guys.
bring us to part 3 here?
I think this is gonna be a motherfucker. I think this is the
Yeah.
one that's really gonna go off.
He's gonna tie it all together, dude, and he's just gonna fucking spaz out on the beat, dude. I already know
He's
it.
gonna fucking yeah. He's gonna go
I'm
crazy.
wondering if it's gonna be the same like tempo and cadence as 1 and 2, maybe just under like
Yeah.
a different because you see the piano, so maybe it's like
A
different.
reimagined.
Yeah,
This could go. He might. This just may be way slowed down. I don't know.
maybe,
Yeah, I'm
dude.
serious. I'm curious.
You see the piano, you just think, yeah,
Mhm.
of a massive tempo change. But you know what? Let's get into it. Let's find out.
Let's do it, man. Of course, it plays right away. All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's hit it.
Let's do it.
No shots. No shots. This Ren, right?
I don't know, dude.
me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then a lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
I'm gonna pause real quick. That's like perfect halfway through. We can't. I gotta first say we can't discredit that. I think that was fucking him on the piano at the start.
If it was,
fucking
he was
shredding it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would not put it past him.
Damn.
No.
It's just hard because we've never seen a video where he has actually been on the piano. It's usually just
Yeah.
him destroying on the fucking guitar.
For real.
But
I love the
I
vibe of
mean-
this with the piano, dude.
The
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 story's so
piano, the storytelling, the fact that there's all these people in this video that you can't see, and the way that they're painting the camera with the one shot is like really just highlighting like these points of this dude Jimmy's life that he keeps talking about, which is wild.
Dude,
It's a fantastic story, man.
what a fantastic story. And the way right now that it's like turning and the music is like getting all fucking crazy and chaotic, and like the
Yeah.
piano is so fucking cool. And honestly, pace change, I don't think so, you know? Like it seems like he's just right back into it with the piano, and it's so
Yeah.
fucking sweet. It's just like a whole,
Mhm.
it's just like a different kind of version, you know? The same.
and then with Ren, there's. I mean, I just want to know how this is gonna end. How he
Right.
ends it. You know, it's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be some unique way that he ends this story. So
Yeah, dude.
And you're right, dude. Like the one take in this like warehouse is such a clever idea for a video, and it's
Yeah.
just so cool how it all comes together. It's like basically all the cameraman doing all of it, you know, a lot of it, like making it
Mhm.
all happen on for us. What we see, it's
'cause
crazy. And then all the actors
seen-
coming in, and then
yeah, we've seen the one take, but not with other people. A bunch of other
Yeah.
people.
so much
you know what I
coordinated
mean?
events, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And so many
Alright,
things could go wrong. So like in that
man.
transition, like
Yeah.
Imagine
So-
you're at like minute 8 and someone trips, dude. Like, fuck it, it's staying in.
Motherfucker,
yeah, you know, I wonder how many takes it for the 10-minute song too, you know. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
all right, pulled it back a good amount. This song's fucking badass. Let's get back into it.
2 moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45, Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Dude.
Holy.
My God, dude. What the fuck did we just experience, bro?
God damn, dude.
Where do you start? That's
I have
Talk
no
about-
idea.
we
I
talked about
like
the
how
piano.
he like it's the exact same concept of the other two videos, part 1 and 2.
Money and politics.
Money
yeah.
and politics, but it's just another story to like exemplify, like be an example of like what he's talking about, you know. And then also it's like that point where he like grabs the camera and he's like, this is real fucking life. Like this is like, I don't know. It's like,
Yeah, it's not entertainment.
you guys also played a part in it. Like, you know, it's like we all grew up in this kind of like idea of like, you know, always do what you want to do, be yourself, like this kind of thing. Go after the money if it means that you get all of it and you put everyone, you know, like fuck the herd kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, not to say that there's one way or the other, whatever, not to get into that, but it's just like interesting how he's like, you know, just like laying that out in a whole other way and with like a story driven. The lyrics are fucking amazing. Like in this one too, he didn't really have the chorus. It was literally just a like asymmetrical song, you know, like
Mhm.
asynchronous, I guess, or like it just was a piece that flowed
Yeah.
from beginning to end, and there wasn't like there was structure to it, but it was just so dope how it was like it just kept you going and you're on. It was super cool.
Yeah, dude. Not that was the fastest 9 minutes of my life.
Right?
You know, like holy shit, that was captivating. It was captivating, emotional, fucking real shit, real talk. Like it was pretty intense from start to finish, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm
I
at a
like-
loss for words.
yeah. I'll take it another way with it. I like the way he went with the instrumentals on this one.
Yeah.
Since it is, not the best way to say fancier, but I mean, it's a man becoming successful. So he's like, I'm going to throw in the piano. You know, it's not
Mhm.
something we're used to. And then they throw in that beautiful string quartet
Beautiful.
that came
Yes.
in so powerful.
Right?
You know, just the way that he did. Then he goes, you know, cuts the instruments, lays down everything so that everybody can understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? It's you know, it's just a crazy way he
so
goes about
crazy.
it. It's
Yeah.
just so genius how he does things. You know, it's
Yeah. The lyrics.
his mind. His
lyrical
mind
genius.
works in different ways. Yeah.
And it's still showcasing that because he is the main character, you know, he's embodying this Jimmy and walking around, controlling the scenes, controlling when the quartet can play and can't play, that he's the money, he still has the power, dude, because he has the money. And then thrown it all the way back to part 1 where he's, you know, got a gun pulling the trigger for a money game, dude. Like great way to like bring it in, you know.
Yeah, he really tied it in at the end. Like brought it all back together to all three of them with that same little like lick right there, that little
Yeah.
melody. So good, dude. And
Yeah.
I wonder if this is one of those where he had like it was like part 2 is the song that he had, and then part 1. It seems like part 1 and 3 kind of branched off of that, and he like did part
Okay,
1,
Yeah.
and then part 3 as an extension. That's the way it seemed like to me. Because
Yeah.
one like part 2 is like that studio version recorded song, and then part 1 was like it was like the acoustic almost like, and then he's visualizing it, kind of riffing off of that with the symbolism and all of that, and then part 3 he's like kind of really getting a creative dive into it, into the idea and the concept, and like I don't know, that was fucking sick. Like he's a
Yeah.
we said, genius, dude, and it's fucking showed right here, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. This
God
is one of
damn.
those that like everyone needs to watch. You know,
Yeah.
like people need to see this shit. I know a lot of people have, but like it's just one of those that it
And it's
the
something we
message,
all
dude.
know. Yeah, we all know.
Yes.
But the way he lays it out, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Mhm.
We know all this. You know, everybody's aware, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
be reminded in like a crazy artistic way. You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
God damn, man. Well, thank
Well,
you,
Ian, holy.
Yeah. Man,
man.
really came through with this recommendation. And then also, yeah, like the comments. I know that I've seen this in the comments as well. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
All over the place.
I
yeah.
see why it's been requested, and I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we got to sit through that and experience that, dude, because that was fucking awesome.
It
Like,
was dope.
hell yes.
So glad we did 1, 2, and then 3, and not 3, then 1 and 2. It just made 3 that much better.
It did.
honestly.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
It really did. Man, I'm curious about what everyone's thoughts are on this as well in the comment section.
Yeah.
I mean, this just like had to have knocked everyone's socks off as well. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
So let us know down below. And as you're going to leave your comment, again, like that video, subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. You can also catch us on social media. We have a Discord. You can join up, chat with us there, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in the nursery rhyme.